Hello fellow adventurers and collectors, Filmaholic here, and today we're going to be doing something different in that we're going to be taking a look at a project that I meant to film and showcase, but I never did and I never got around to finishing it. So while I was looking through my archive of projects that I need to get through, I've came across an old head that I sculpted. Now, if you ever watched my Doom Guy video project, I showcased these blank heads, and I bought a whole bunch of them, and unfortunately the seller is no longer on eBay, so I have no way to track more down, so I'm probably going to have to recast the ones that I do have, but I just so happen to misplace them. But beside the point, I have these heads, and I figured to kind of customize my own figure and see where that goes. So that's what the idea was behind this head sculpt. Now, I didn't have any particular goal in mind. I just kind of wanted to go in the style of Cool Rain, Eric So, those designer artists who are more focused on simplistic looks, and I think I did fairly well. I kind of made it my own with the hairstyle and everything, but the main thing that I want to redo is the paint. I'm not the best at painting, and unfortunately this was victim to my experimentation with the different sealers that I have, and as you can see, it has that glossy, plasticky, kind of sticky look to it, and that's something I definitely want to redo. So I'm gonna try and basically repaint it, and we're gonna experiment again with different sealers, and hopefully we get a more matte look, because that's the end goal. And in terms of the style, this is just stuff that some kit that I put together myself from various figures, but I'm not sure why, but he kind of reminds me of this character from Call of Duty 2019, I believe. But yeah, basically I'm gonna strip the paint and we're gonna go from there. Okay, so unfortunately my footage of me removing the paint got corrupted, but fortunately for me I did snap a couple pictures of it, and originally I tried using alcohol and everything like that to remove the paint, but for some reason it wasn't coming off. But I ended up using was an X-Acto knife and just, you know, peeling it away, and it kind of had this latex kind of feel to it, so I'm not entirely sure what happened. Probably some of the chemicals didn't bind too well to the plastic, which worked out in my favor, so I was able to get most of it off. And if you're wondering why the top of the head still has paint, it's because I could not be bothered to go into all those crevices, but that's beside the point. After I got all this paint off, I sanded it down a little bit, and then I primed it with Krylon. I know that's not a brand that I commonly use, but it's what I had, and it worked out pretty well. And in terms of paint, I just used the Apple Barrel brand. You know, I'm not, you know, a professional by any means, but I use what works best, and from my experience, this stuff works just as well as anything else. So again, I'm not the best painter out there, but I'm fairly happy with what it looks like and how it turned out. You know, I did try to do a different concoction in terms of what paint I did use. I tried out Cameo Pink, which is something I'd never tried before. Typically I'll get like a peach and then go from there. So utilizing pink as the base was a different experience, and I kind of added browns and whites to kind of balance it out. It still didn't match the body, but it's definitely better than what I had before. So with that said, this is how the final result came out, and it's definitely better than what I had before, and that was my intention. We're trying to redo this head sculpt, so not entirely disappointed, but more improvements can be made, that's for sure. I'm not entirely pleased with the hair, but it is what it is, and I did modify the eyes a bit to make it a different expression. So with that said, I appreciate you guys checking this video out, and if you feel so inclined, please like, comment, and or subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. I'll catch you all next time.